Hey there, gamers. Welcome back to Redneck Paradise. This is your Captain Cryptic Gaming. So I hope you've been having a wonderful week. I want to show you how to access the World Tier 2. There's been a lot of questions about it. Is it worth it? I believe it is. So you'll be playing through the world in chaos. Again, you're going to see the Ascend upgrade weapons. You're going to be able to actually open up weapons. They'll drop and they'll be pre-ascended on some things. So definitely worth doing that to save you on some of those parts. And I'm going to show you the build that I'm using of the weapons also that I've used to get through this. So the quickest way to find this, you're going to have to find the buoy. I've been running through some of these little objectives, just moving that stuff off of the game. But you can fast travel by coming to this little World Ascension port here. But you're going to want to also go in and equip the mission that has the buoy. If you don't see that in your checklist there, we'll show you how to do that. But if you don't see that in your checklist, then it means that you haven't completed all of Season 4 from Year 1. You need to go in there and finish that stuff. So let's go ahead and get moving. So we're going to come over here, and there it's called World Ascension. We'll go ahead and mark this location. Alright, so now we are going to jump in, and this wasn't really that hard. I went ahead and did a pre-video on this, so we're going to do a voiceover in it for you, but this was not a very hard mission to do. I am using that sandbuck build now. I do have some ascended weapons on here that I had kind of pre-done, and we're going to go over that. Now, for those who want to see how to do those Ascension weapons and stuff, those types of videos are going to be in the Banished Souls community, and you'll be able to find that. It's a little area called Cryptid Corner, and that's where we're going to put a lot of those special reports. But I'll show a little screenshot of this up here just so you can kind of see what weapon it is. Then it's going to show you what I've done with that weapon so far. But if you want to see how to actually do that stuff, you need to be part of the Discord group, because understand with factions coming out, we're not going to be getting a lot of this information out over the open game, because this thing is like a very, very powerful setup, and it's not even fully upgraded yet. So I do recommend that if you're looking for a gaming community, hey man, let me know. We're going to put the link up in there in the comments so you can join over. Why So Serious runs that Discord over there. I am just one of the guys to kind of help if he needs anybody to help with leadership team stuff. I mostly just focusing on videos of games and different things that interest me anymore, but still very active in the community. So I hope everyone that's been coming back, the people who stuck around, we've been having a blast with this game, this new season. Definitely looking forward to the new ships and stuff. So this first tier, not too bad. Looks like some level 9 campaign-y looking ships. I think it's the Hubok twin looking stuff. They go down pretty quick. Now, what I'm doing here is you just attack the weak points. If there's enough small ships, I attack those first, because the secondary fire ring explosions that the sandbuck creates with that also carry a new electric effect because of the weapons that I'm using. So they kind of arc around a little bit better too with that explosive ring. Just fantastic job pop them there. You can see those fire balls and that electricity takes off with it, and just focus on hammering these guys. It's going to cause your extra effects to start to blow the other ships up, and you want to use the secondary and those trinary explosions to really hammer, and that's going to help you in just about any battle you run into. Now, you do have to watch out, obviously, in the sandbuck. It has one of the lowest life abilities in here, so you're going to want to put like some of those furnitures on there that's going to help you heal in battle. I do recommend that, or you can use the Ouroboros armor, which helps heal you as well. I've more just used the maintenance forges, kind of what I look for. So like I say, it's up to you how you build your ship. But if you're looking for those sandbuck videos, then definitely go into our gaming tutorials from Season 1, and I'm using the same build that I've always used, except I'm using the new weapons. And definitely looking forward to getting these furnitures as well, because there's some fantastic furniture for this style of ship. And the schooner, that's something else that's going to be great. We're going to be doing a schooner video here soon. Got some ideas what I want to do with the ascended weapons. Talked to a few folks who've got some. I think I've got some really great ideas for build though. But again, most of those in-depth builds for that type of stuff, that's going to be for the members there at Discord, guys. So again, if you watch the videos and you really want to have an active Discord with a lot of guys that help to complete missions, and also to get some really good build ideas. If you're looking for a faction for later, now would be the time to join over. Okay, so it looks like we're hearing this tier here. Again, I'm going to let you play through this stuff. All right, so it says to go to Talak Panjara. What I do or have noticed is you can actually access this from either Talak or even back at St. Anne, but we're going to go to Talak because this is the first time coming into it. I still love that firework. I know a lot of people have gone to other stuff, but that was a year one deal. I don't know if you can still get that, but it used to be at Lenitra from the Huntsman. If I recall correctly, you bought that with teeth, or it may have been scales. I don't really remember. It might have been shark skin. Don't recall, but that's where it was Lenitra, so that may still be something that you can pick up. Now, I did want to mention also while we're selling to this location, there are a few bugs, and Ubisoft is aware of them, but something you need to watch out for. If you are gathering up your manufactories and things right now, what you need to be aware of is if you own a territory and you go, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and run this legendary heist, get that 900 pieces of 8, there's a very high likelihood that it's going to actually remove 8s from your account. There's an issue in there, but also if you do that secondary manufacturing defense, you know that's the easiest way to get those to level 2 on your manufactories is to just run not a defense, I'm sorry, to run another hostile takeover. You can run hostile takeovers on territories you already earn when they come up, and it levels it up to a level 2. I don't believe it takes it up to level 3, but it will take it from a 1 to a 2, and it doesn't cost you anything, just some cannonballs. Now, it also should pay you 350 pieces of 8, but one of the things it's been doing is deducting it from your account. So be very careful doing that. They're aware of it. It should be fixed by April the 22nd is when they've scheduled to complete that. They may get it done sooner if it becomes a major issue. I know I've been struggling with it, trying to finish my kingdoms. I've got most of St. Anne. I think I'm missing one area left in the Red Isles. Then I've got about half, maybe close to 2/3 of Africa taken care of, and then a few over in India. I'm taking my time with it. This is supposed to be the last time we have to worry about building our kingdoms up, so we will see how that works out for us, at least for the year maybe. So definitely looking forward to that aspect. I have to continue that, but there are a few issues. Like I say, they're aware of it. If you have had some issues with that, then you're going to want to go to Ubisoft's webpage and put in a work order or a request that you've had a problem and report that so that they can make that right. Try to keep up with it if you can, of how many times it happens, if it happens, and stuff like that, so that you can add those in there. And they have a pretty good system of keeping those things to account, so it shouldn't be too bad. Okay, so we're going to make our way over here, and this is where you will take and switch to World Ascension 2. Now, an earlier video I had mentioned I didn't know if you could switch back to 1 or not. Honestly, I didn't know. We didn't have a lot of people going over to it, and I didn't want to risk coming into 2 and not being able to go back to 1, because that's where I'm going to build up my kingdoms to get my manufactories. But you can just come over to these desks and get that taken care of. So we're going to go ahead and switch just to tier 2. So looks like we can, yep, there's the world tier. We just kick over to Cutthroat Seas. So it looks like we're going to have some increased drop rates with that too. So that's something to look forward to. Catch you next time.